What is up, you awesome kisters? It's CistReactZ, guys. Today we're reacting to Game Theory. FNAF is Golden Freddy really in Security Breach? FNAF Security Breach. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the Game Theorists, and comment down below. Tomorrow I plan on playing some Sifu on the channel, so if you guys want to check that out, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications, because Sifu does look pretty interesting from what we've seen. What was it, during the Game Awards or something? I forgot where Sifu was premiered, but it looked interesting when it first showed up. Also, I'll be posting some Facebook gaming footage on my Facebook gaming page tonight if y'all want to check that out. There's going to be some Valorant stuff if y'all are interested in that. All right, let's get into this.
Thanks for coming in, Freddy.
Sorry, I had a lot to say before that.
Recently. Just want to check to make sure that they're all functioning before we send you back out there on the stage. Tell me, what do you see here?
That is my friend Bonnie.
That is Bonnie.
I is him.
Don't we all? Don't we all? How about
Yeah.
this one?
It's me?
Ha!
Interesting
He's funny.
with heavy lore implications. Gonna make a note of that one. All right. How about this last
This man's
one?
over here studying Freddy.
That's the DJ, you know. DJ.
DJ Music Man?
I have this DJ.
Come on, Freddy. It's obviously
Music Man! Music Man! Oh!
Nice edits.
Man!
This man actually remixed it. No actual way. How long does this go on? No, he actually like remixed this. I actually want to react to this on a different video. I don't want to listen to it all. That's actually hilarious though.
in the song.
Let's go! Let's go! Go! Go!
That's actually hilarious. What the heck?
And, there's certainly a lot you can say about Security Breach.
FNAF Security Breach in 3 minutes? How?
Electronic from Pizzeria Simulator into meme lord status is perhaps its greatest accomplishment.
Get DJ
And
Music Man.
speaking of other unseen animatronics, today's episode is actually a pair of mini theories all
What?
about two animatronics that are
Oh.
notably absent from this newest game. Characters that have been with us since the very beginning of the franchise, but whose 80s shoulder pads apparently weren't big enough for the final cuts. And in a
Dang.
game that throws so much Freddy spaghetti against a lore wall to see what sticks, what gets excluded
Jeez,
from the
the
game
blob
is
was
almost
actually
as if
perfect for that,
what made the final
edit.
cut. So what are the mysteries surrounding these two animatronics? Can we solve the mysteries? And what do the solutions tell us about the lore of this new game? That, my loyal
Ouch.
theorists, is what we aim to answer today. Missing animatronic number 1,
Golden
GLAMROCK
Freddy? Oh.
Bonnie. We all thought it was strange when the trailer
Yeah, Bonnie. How can I forget?
Our favorite animatronics in their new 80s get-up. Freddy, Chica, Foxy, kind of, and Bonnie. no, that's an alligator. Yep, Montgomery Gator was in, and Bonnie the Bunny was out.
Yeah, how many
First, I thought
games
this
has
was just
Bonnie
gonna be
been
a
kicked
repeat
out?
Sister location. Introduce some new characters, reintroduce some old ones with new looks, and, you know, just leave a couple out. But then, right outside
Chica.
the daycare of Security Breach, we hear this.
There is no rabbit at the Mega Pizzaplex. Not anymore.
And that right there, my friends, is theory bait. Stick it on a fish hook and drop it in the water to reel me in.
Man, poor
Clearly,
Bonnie.
This was more than just an arbitrary swapping of characters. There's a story here, a mystery to solve. GLAMROCK Bonnie did exist at some point here in the Pizzaplex, and now
I
doesn't.
guess
And the game
bit
continues
somebody,
to remind
as
us
per
of this
usual.
mystery as we explore them all. While trying to decommission Chica, you have to venture into Bonnie Bowl. And while we're up there,
Bonnie
Freddy says
Bowl.
this.
I do not come up here anymore. I miss him.
We even get a collectible
Bro, you can, like,
message
hear
from
the
Rising
pain
Raceway that talks
in the
about,
voice.
Quote, management reported the bowling alley needs a re-theme. While most of the Bonnie art was removed, kids keep asking, where's Bonnie?
Yeah.
Do we have an officially approved response? So, yeah, where is Bonnie? The kids want to know.
An
and heck,
officially
I wanna
approved
know
response.
What happened to everyone's favorite rabbit? Well, to answer that, we actually have to follow the other messages that we get in the Faz Watch. Specifically, this security alert found behind a locked Monty gate in the game's opening service tunnel. Quote, security report.
Of course, it's right behind a
12:24
Monty
a.m.,
gate.
Bonnie is seen leaving his green room in Rockstar Row, heading east towards the atrium.
Oh, I heard about this one.
2:40 a.m., Bonnie enters the East Arcade. 4:12 a.m., Bonnie enters Monty Golf. Bonnie is wandering around the Pizzaplex and winds up in Monty Gator Golf. And see, this is an important
Yeah,
detail.
what?
because
Where's
as
he
we see in
going?
both
Where's
the
Big
game
Bonnie going?
and the collectible messages, Monty has a bit of a mean streak going on. He likes breaking things. He also has a bit of an ego. I don't know if you noticed, but the animatronics in this game are unusually human compared to the ones that we've seen previously. They have
Yeah.
personality, emotions. We see Roxy
Over here crying. Yeah. Wow, I was about to say that.
We should have found it by now. It's not fair. I'm not over.
We should have found it by now. I don't think I've heard that line of dialogue.
And Monty wants to be the star. He's looking for a way to rise to the role of leader.
This is the only one I haven't heard.
In the spotlight. We know this thanks to hole number 9 of the Gator Golf minigame. Monty is center stage and Freddy is out in the dumpster.
You can literally actually play golf and it looks just like this in Security Breach. I need to replay this game.
The Gator Golf minigame.
What the heck? That's like my first time seeing that, I think.
Out in the dumpster. So when bass player Bonnie comes rolling into his domain late at night, Monty sees this as his opportunity to take him out and become the bass player himself. This is all fairly straightforward.
Gosh, that was terrifying.
Just from reading those collectible messages, but it does leave me wondering why. Why did Bonnie go to Monty Golf in the first place? Well, what if someone led Bonnie there so he would get destroyed? Monty would get what he wants, a more prominent role in the band, and Bonnie would be quietly decommissioned and turned to scrap. Scrap that could then be used to help build another rabbit that we're all familiar with. One that's hiding out in the basement. Good old Burn Trap Afton. You want to know where Glamrock Bonnie is? Right there, right in front of your face. Burn Trap's body is Glamrock Bonnie's body. And I'm not just saying that because they're both rabbits. There's actually a couple more clues that pointed in this direction. If we turn back to when we last saw
Vanny was building the body, right?
Simulator and Ultimate Custom Night, there were some interesting design details. Namely the fact that we can see a lot of bone underneath the suit. A lot of bone. Top of his skull, his jaw, around the eyes here.
God.
Even the collarbone.
When will that man die?
Jump scare. But here in Security Breach, Afton has basically got a whole new body. As Scrap Trap, he was made primarily of bone and muscle, but now he's almost entirely animatronic, with the exception of the weird fleshy tendons that entangle the endoskeleton, as well as the skull, which now appears to be melted into the rabbit face.
Shouldn't that man's body be dust by now?
Skeletons throughout Security Breach. We even hear Vanessa saying that they could just put old casings onto new endos if they need to.
Monty will run the shows until Parts and Service can slap your casing on a new endo.
So why then am I so sure that Burn Trap uses Bonnie's endo when they could have used any other endoskeleton? It all comes down to the hands. They make a big point in the trailers to reveal this mechanical hand with
that was like some genius editing with the puzzle pieces.
They put emphasis on it again
I like
during
that.
Afton's ending when his hand reaches outside the recharge station. On both occasions, the focus is on Afton's left hand. A hand that was completely missing from Scrap Trap in both FNAF 6 and Ultimate Custom Night. I mean, technically he was missing that entire left arm, but you get the point. So what does this have to do with Bonnie? That could be any endoskeleton arm, right? Wrong. Take a look at the Glamrock endoskeletons from this game. Their hands? Yep, they don't have claws. The only animatronic whose endoskeleton does have claws? Montgomery Gator. We actually get a really good look at his hands once we've decommissioned him. But hold on a minute. I'm saying that Burn Trap was made from Bonnie, so why am I so focused on Monty? Well, we have to go back to the messages that we get on our Faz Watch. Down in Parts and Services, we get this maintenance log. Quote, Montgomery's claw upgrades allow him to play the bass. Following performances,
play the bass, huh?
Damage. Before I read this message, Monty having claws didn't really strike me as an odd design.
I know that.
I mean, the dude's an alligator. Kinda makes sense. But this message made me reevaluate that opinion. Claws are only for animatronics that play the bass. When we get the message about Bonnie being out of commission, we get this line. Quote, with Bonnie out of commission, we are making Monty the new bass player. Parts and Service have already done the proper adjustments. End quote. They're
proper adjustments.
The claws on Monty because he's becoming the bass player, which means that Bonnie before him must have also had claws. They need to be built into the
God, that would have been terrifying.
Pluck the heavier
I'm glad they scrapped him.
The claws on Afton's
Bonnie with claws? Oh no.
Could have only come from a single
a face like that chasing you?
Bonnie. But Glamrock Bonnie isn't the only one
interesting. He would have the claws first.
Lineup. Where is everyone's favorite yellow clickbait, Golden Freddy?
Yellow clickbait.
I didn't think too much about his absence.
Wow.
Last we saw old Yellow Fredbear, he was twitching away at the end of Ultimate Custom Night, keeping the spirit of Afton trapped in an endless purgatory of torment. Meanwhile, you got Old Man Consequences over here asking Cassidy, you good bro?
Please die.
them to leave the demon to his demons. So
you've been here long enough.
Seemed largely done. Cassidy, aka the one you should not have killed, aka the vengeful spirit, call the kid whatever you want. This was another
too many names.
The lore table, the end of another character arc. So why would Cassidy appear in Security Breach? Doesn't seem necessary. But then it was more Freddy Spaghetti time. Security
Freddy
Breach
Spaghetti
once again
time.
threw everything it had at the wall to see what stuck. And I do mean everything they had. bad. Basically, everyone and everything in the series up to this point is represented somewhere in this game. FNAF 1 animatronics, FNAF 2 animatronics, tons of references to FNAF 4, a direct connection back to FNAF 6. There's Baby, there's the puppet, there's the fun times.
This man really created like a graph pictures. Like he's a conspiracy theorist.
All in one neat little
Huh. Can't believe I really just said like a conspiracy theorist and I'm watching game theory. That was so stupid.
package. And that's still not all. The arcade cabinets reference everything from the original novel trilogy to the Fazbear Fright stories. Heck, in this one game, you get
see the lines connecting stuff?
but two, count them, two versions of William Afton. Glitch Trap and Burn Trap. You have all the versions of pretty much all the important characters throughout the franchise. So in a title that seemingly references every other important corner of FNAF lore, where's our golden boy Freddy? Well, he's there. He's hiding in plain sight, right here, inside the Princess Quest arcade games.
What?
The princess is, quite literally, Golden Freddy. Or, to be entirely accurate, it's actually the spirit of Cassidy inside the arcade game. I know, it seems crazy, right?
What?
I could try to
I thought everybody was saying that was connected to
Vanny.
Vanny.
This whole thing out. I'm not. There's just too much to talk about. We know that this is Golden Freddy because it's coming straight out of the horse's mouth. I guess it's the sheep's mouth because it's Steel Wool Studios. Anyway, if you dive into the game files, there's a character sprite folder labeled Cassidy.
Oh.
Open it up,
Well,
and what
dang.
do you find? The princess. Now, I gotta be honest, that alone didn't convince me. Sure, it is a huge deal, and obviously the golden color of the princess is a direct connection back to everyone's favorite yellow bear, but this is also a series that's used the name Jeremy in like, what, at least 4 separate places? Is that right? 4? He's a missing children's incident kid. He sliced his face off in FNAF VR with a paper cutter. He's a security guard from the FNAF 2 paychecks, and oh yeah, he's in the latest Fazbear Frights book. So yeah,
Wait, what?
those are the 4
Dang, there's a
instances
lot of
that I can just
Jeremys.
remember off the top of my head. So forgive me if I'm in need of a bit more.
But somehow
proof here
only
before I
one
call this
mic.
one confirmed. So I kept digging. First, it's worth noting that in a previous theory, I suspected that the princess
Man,
was
Scott really
actually
likes that
meant to
name.
stand in for Vanessa. You see, Security Breach isn't the first time that we've actually seen the Princess Quest minigame. It originated as part of the mobile port for FNAF VR when they needed some way of telling Vanessa's story. Instead of finding 16 glitching cassette tapes like you did in the original FNAF VR, the mobile port has you playing Princess Quest 1, lighting 16 braziers to eventually find the lair of Glitch Trap. Interestingly though, digging through that game's
Amalgamation.
files reveals that the princess character wasn't labeled as Cassidy. This is a new thing for
Princess
Security Breach, which
PNG.
tells me that this was also an important story element for them. A story that, now that we have all 3 Princess Quest games to look at, suddenly takes on a different meaning. When you play Princess Quest 1, you're being hunted down by
Working
black
title.
glitchy rabbit creatures. These things are clearly working for Glitch Trap, but if that's the case, why would he be sending them to attack you? If the princess is truly meant to be a stand-in for Vanessa finding the tapes, wouldn't he want Vanessa to find them so she comes under his control? Rabbits attacking doesn't make sense. However, if we consider the Golden Princess to instead be Cassidy, back from the dead once more to try and stop William for good, then of course Billy Afton would do everything he can
Billy
to
Afton.
stop the princess. I also think that each Princess Quest represents a different phase of Cassidy's experience quite nicely. In the first one, Cassidy is helpless, an innocent, helpless child lured to a back room and killed by a monster that looms in the shadows. But by Princess Quest 3, the princess is fighting back. And not just fighting back, but doing it in the same location that we walk through in FNAF VR. Notice the large central stage, the prize corner back behind us,
Oh, yeah,
and the
look at
rounded
that.
side
It's
stage
just
to the
like it.
left. Now, this is an important detail because as we see at the end of FNAF VR, we're playing in the location of the missing children's incident. Glitch Trap lures us to the back
Oh, dang.
room only to shove our dead body into Freddy's suit while he dances around. This is
I've seen that room plenty of times, but I swear to God, I've never seen Bonnie and Chica just chilling in there.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where the initial 5 kids, including Cassidy,
Or I just don't remember it, maybe, I don't know.
Cassidy's story truly comes full circle. Playing through Princess Quest 3 the first time, I also thought it was unusual to have a giant Chica face looming in the background watching
Oh
us.
God,
Like,
those, yeah, I was about to say those
seriously,
eyes.
why? You don't just do that for decoration. And then I remembered this line from Ultimate Custom Night.
Oh, dang!
First, I have seen everything. This means that Susie,
And yeah,
was the
those are definitely eyes of someone who's seen everything, bro. Like, I mean, just look at them.
in the background. And I remember
Jesus.
I was the first. I have seen everything. This means that Susie, the spirit inside of Chica, saw the deaths of everyone else, meaning that she was probably watching as Cassidy was killed. Hence
Oh,
why
God.
she, of all the characters would be the one watching us in this moment. So the file name matches, the color matches, the narrative arc makes sense as we revisit important locations from Cassidy's past, but that's not all. Elsewhere in the files, there's another piece of glitch text, similar to the text that we originally saw when you approach Glitch Trap.
That's just not glitch text. That's I don't know how you would call that glitch text. That's like that's literally alien. That he's speaking in xenomorph. What is he saying here? You FNAF fans, I swear. You find something like this and merely put it as glitch text. No, these are like alien symbols, to me at least.
But this time, it's much shorter.
Oh my god, there's no way.
Just decoded Afton's text
He has like little pictures of it too.
And using that code, we're able to translate these dots as "it's me," the iconic phrase that we've seen every time Golden Freddy has been present throughout the series. Last but not least, Cassidy being
you know what,
just
whatever.
makes sense with the story.
I should be used to it by
Whenever there's
now.
William, Cassidy is close behind, hence the whole vengeful part of Vengeful Spirit. This is something
Always
that we actually
stalking
see
him.
in the Fazbear Frights books, specifically the story The Man in Room 1280. In this story, we get a ruined, burned William Afton dying on a bed, haunted by an angry spirit named Andrew with curly black hair wearing an alligator mask. This very clearly is meant to be the book stand-in for Cassidy. In a previous story, Andrew outright says, quote, "I do remember wanting to get back at someone who hurt me. I think I attached myself to him. I got into his soul, made
Oh,
sure
God.
he couldn't move on when he should have died. I remember I wanted him to suffer the way he made me suffer." Basically, the two are inseparable. Andrew grafted himself onto Afton, and now their souls are mixed. So consider this. Glitch Trap was created
Jeez,
when a
those
bunch
books
of
are
circuit boards
crazy.
were scanned into a system to create a video game.
They sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation. It was just junk. Circuit boards and things like that. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it.
If Cassidy was truly attached
And they
to
dumbly
Afton,
used
then
it.
Cassidy's spirit would also likely be in those circuit boards, thereby creating a digital version of her, aka the princess. So yeah, I feel pretty darn confident that that is indeed Cassidy in Princess Quest. Everything I could find backs it up from a design, timeline, narrative sense. Also, the file name suggests that the king is actually Old Man Consequences. Sure,
Ooh.
I guess. Leave the demon to his demons. Unless, of course, you want to take my sword and go ham on him. Anyway, so what does it all mean? Why is this important?
It's dangerous to
at
go
all?
alone. Take
Well,
this
it gives us a
knife and
rationale
kill
for why
that
playing
man.
some random arcade games somehow manages to free Vanessa from Glitch Trap's control. As a reminder, if you play all 3 Princess Quest games, you get the free Vanny ending, where she turns good and joins you eating symbolic ice cream cones. But really, it's a pretty weird logical leap that playing a few random arcade games somehow gets this young woman free of the virus that's infected her brain. But now,
Yeah.
it makes a bit more sense. At the end of Princess Quest 3, we confront a large security door that's covered in purple goo.
Very
only to get a
strange that it's inside of a
blood-curdling
game.
scream. That goo tells us
Oh.
that it's Glitch Trap behind the door. It even has a glowing set of eyes on the left-hand side, which, if you
Oh.
squint, kind of looks like a rabbit head. This kind of goo wasn't present in the identical door
This man.
when Help wanted, implying that he is now in control. So when Cassidy unlocks the door and goes in, the digital scream that we hear from the other side is Glitch Trap dying, crying out as Cassidy delivers the killing blow and maybe, hopefully, finally,
Thank God.
putting both of their souls to
But
rest.
Jesus, the
Security
scream
Breach
sounded
has been the
horrible.
story about
Hey,
endings. Throughout all of my
what the
Security
hell was
Breach series
that?
Thus far, we focused heavily on the idea of characters coming full circle, giving closure to them and ending their parts within the FNAF storyline. The crying child and the missing children got their closure back in FNAF 3's Happiest Day. Henry and the puppet got their closure in the FNAF 6 ending. If I'm right about my theories, then the rebuilt Afton kids get their closure on the hillside eating ice cream here in Security Breach. And now Cassidy. While all the
Oh.
other dead kids of the series have been able to move on, Cassidy has always remained, always trying to chase Afton down, torturing him in purgatory for what he's done, so driven by anger and revenge that she couldn't let go. So this feels like a great ending to this chapter of the series. Finally, Cassidy gets to join the others and rest, putting aside their agony and putting an end to
Yes.
the Golden Freddy arc, and hopefully to Afton's arc as well. But there's
Yeah,
still
hopefully.
one more that's incomplete.
But they
One more
confirmed
series
DLC,
of
which is
secrets of this
strange.
game that we haven't talked about yet. Tune in next FNAF episode as we
that a
wrap
disc?
up our coverage for Security Breach by talking about the most controversial and frustrating part of it, the retro CDs, the
Yeah.
mysterious Patient 46, and what all of that has to do with the theories that we've covered so far. So bite of 87 that subscribe
I love
button
how-
to ensure that you don't miss.
I really love how Game Theory, or why do I keep on saying Game Theory like this is my first time? MATPAT, he's always saying like this is gonna be my final theory, guys, my final theory. And then Steel Wool or Scott's like, hey guys, here's a book and here's a DLC, and then Here comes MATPAT again. So, anyway, guys, if you guys want to see my reaction to MATPAT's upcoming final theory on Freitas Freddy's security breach, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, comment down below what you guys think about the FNAF lore itself, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.